Hello, Jeremy. Welcome in. Just feeding. I've just harvested my brine shrimp, and then I use that to suck it up to feed each tank. That's desalted as well. I've took the salt water out. That's in pure RO water, because I check a lot of TDS. If I start checking stuff, salt affects the TDS. So I'm just giving them all a treat. These have just had Californian black worm, so they're quite happy. Setting the ground now. Got the next lot of stay-by eggs. They're due to hatch any day. Just collecting air, just put my arrow on to mix my water up for the discus. And I've got some new fish coming, so I've set that tank up top. Some are going in that tank there, and some are going in that tank up top. So let's give these bruschetted fry a feed. These love a good brand feed. Let's watch these go crazy. Hello, Jeff. Just and then I've reset another bottle, and then that'll get used for later. By the time that's finished and I've reset that one will be ready. And by the time that one's finished, I'll reset that one, and that one will be ready. It's working all right, Jeff. I'm managing to do. I'm just gonna. You can watch all these feed now. Here goes in the brine. I don't add the salt water either. I sieve them and filter it through, and I put them in RO water so salt doesn't affect my TDS. See if you can spot the albino. Let's see if we can find it, Jeff. There's a little baby albino, one albino out of them all. Love seeing the old red belly. Hey Jeff, welcome in, sir. How are you doing? Going to visit my brother-in-law in hospital's really picked me up a bit. He's now been messaging me, so we're in contact. Ignore the watermarks on the back, they're just where an old filter was. I need to scrape it off. But everything absolutely loves the old brine. These guys do. These chomp them down. Seen the size of the Kippley fry now, Jeff. They're individual now. They've pulled away from the parents, and then I've got a transcript here what wants to be part of the Kippley family. It size me discus now. That's the Mac Daddy. Oh, hello, Lynn. Welcome in. Don't worry about it, Lynn. We've all got lives outside of here. And how hectic it can be. We're going through issues now. And now to top it off, my wife's poorly. So my wife can't go see her brother because she don't want to risk giving him anything and setting him back. Yeah, Jeff, he's the Mac Daddy. But Jeff, because I can tongue feed him, because I can target tongue feed him with the Cali blackworms on these, I can actually get food to all the ones that wasn't getting food, and they've actually started growing. My stay-by eggs are still, I'll say they'll be wigglers, whatever you want to call it. They'll be all wigglers tomorrow. They're near enough ready. And I've just fed Cali blackworm to this tank, and just like that, the stay-by come to the front. I want to see a lot of aminos. He's a very heavily pregnant girl. You know them rainbows as well you were saying with the stripes, Jeff? They're the Gertrude eye. See if I can capture it. They're so fast, Jeff. There they are. Yeah, the Gertrude eye, the soda mogul. And then I've got these coming. Bidotia gate. That's not a V, that's a Y, by the way. Just didn't fit on it. Yeah, they're big. But they keep this tank so clean, Jeff. I have a mano in most of my tanks, Jeff. Well, all the planted ones, barring... There is actually shrimp in here, Caridina. But I don't know where they are. Ooh. You been up to anything today, Jeff? Oh, do you know my fish what I ordered, Jeff? And I picked Friday, being today as the day for delivery. I got my email yesterday. No, this morning. And it says on it, oh, well, delivered Tuesday, this coming Tuesday. I'm like, if I'd have paid for the express delivery, an extra £10, I'd have kicked off. But because I'd paid for, because I think I'd left it too late. Hopefully they put me a freebie in. You've never had a man? Oh, you must have a man, Jeff. They're just like if you overfeed a tank, it never gets overfed when you've got a mano because they just clean it up. So my fish will be a Tuesday, which gives me chance, Jeff. I've already put the I've already put the labels. I've already put the labels on the tanks. Just testing out this air pump as well. What I've found. It's actually quite powerful and it's very silent. I've started making some prototype fry tubs as well, Jeff. What I'm going to do is attach one of these clips, but one's going to go on there and one's going to go on that side, and they'll clip in place into a tank so the water level will just come up to there. Then there'll be a slot in the side with a sponge filter with an air stone, and the air stone will lift it. So what happens is the sponge naturally brings water in from outside and in, and then there'll be holes at this side to allow the water to come out. And as an added bonus, I've done it so you can put a suction cup and then you can clamp it in place on the tank. I tested it all last night with frying it, it worked a dream. You've got to, Jeff. It's just it gives you a bit of. The only one I haven't, Jeff, is this tank because I dare put a sticker on it because then it ruins the glass after a while. You get all that stick. I know you can get it off, but when you start Stanley scraping, yeah, you could put eggs in it. You could put eggs in it or anything with an air stone. These tubs are 99 cents, 3 litres. Oh yeah, sorry you have been away, haven't you, Lynn? Yeah, the new tank. This tank's actually been running for 3 months now. It's got discus fish. Excuse the light reflection. It's the glare off my other tanks. Rimless type tanks. But what I'm going to do, Jeff, I'm going to get one big plastic container what fits 4 of these that way along, 1, 2 and so on, like a line of them. Good evening, Keith. You just caught me. I was watching Craig the other night and he made me mess about, so I set loads of hatcheries up, homemade ones. I've just harvested it. So I'm feeding up the fry. I want to see the albino. There's one albino baby out of them all. Madagascar rainbows. Boadicea Guiai. Madagascar. I've got eight coming. 3 Synodontis petricola coming. And 3 Synodontis lucipinis coming. And then, Keith, I went for some peacock goby, Tateturudina, Ocellardicorda. Ocellardicorda. And they all arrived Tuesday. And a pair of the pistos. And then next month, angelfish and some more discus. Melvin's in the building. Hashtag toasty. I'm a bit peed off, to be honest with you, Jeff, right? I paid £10 each for them, right? And then I'm looking, and I found them for as cheap as £6.58. You could make any jar into a brine shrimp. As long as it's got air. I mean, it works. All I'm using down there is a Lucozade bottle with an airline in it, and then all I do, I put a syringe in it, Keith, to pull up all. I separate with a light. I separate all the capsules, decapsulated stuff floats to the top, and then the brine goes to the bottom. I put the thing in and just syringe it out, and then ta-da! And then he had a little bit of RO water, because I don't want to put too salty water in my tanks. I don't do it straight from the hatchery. I sieve them and then I filter them. I'm funny like that.
Hello, Melvin. My name's Jeff.
It was at our Parkinson Eye Orange, Keith. I've been cleaning the tanks back, doing all the filters. I did a big water change yesterday. I'm going to do a big water change tomorrow. So they're super clean and ready. Not super clean as in all the beneficial bacteria is gone, but you know what I mean. Well, I thought the gobies, I thought, why not? So I've set a tank up with some plants and put some tubes in there. So, you know. The Parkinson Eye Orange had studied. But did you know there's about several species of Parkinson Eye, Jeff? And I've seen the reds, and until you've seen the reds, you wouldn't want any other. Hello, Lee, welcome in. You was subbed before, Lee, but I think YouTube did its thing. Welcome into my fish room. Stay by eggs are due to turn into wrigglers anytime now, Keith. I was collecting eggs 2 days ago. They're all fertile barring one. So I had 33 eggs, so it looks like 32 will be alright. Platies. I was looking at some platies, some tigers, tiger platies. They were stunning. Hello, Bill. Welcome in, sir. So I've been testing out a fry system I'm making, Keith. They'll be in tanks. They'll have slots in here with a bit of coarse sponge, and then they're uplift. And the idea is that it causes the water to come in, and at this side they'll have outlets, and they'll sit in the water to about that deep. And I can have 4 per tank. What deal have you done? The 99p tubs, Keith. Ah, so you kind of got like a bit of a, not muck, but a mix, Lee. I've got cats, Lee. I've got 2 cats. And 1 cat's in a box what passed away last year. Magini, he was my best mate. He left Mother Earth last year. Yep, Jeff too. Oh, the fridge trays. I know which one you mean. Them the ones you get from. Is it Home Bargains or is it B&M, something like that? They've gone to Catty Evan, Jeff. Gone to her for the second life now. I wish I did, Bill. Have you got your eye on anything, or the, you know, the lots? Is it a case of you go there flying bland? See, why can't we have these, Keith? Auctions, that is. Flying bland. Ooh, that makes it more interesting. My blues and my reds, my shrimp, are absolutely. I'm getting real good quality out of the reds. And the blues, to be honest. That dark blue's my ambition. That's my rabbit snail tank as well. And then there's just a pair of Brasciardi in there. The parents to all them. Ginny was my brother-in-law's cat, and when he came to live with us when my wife's mum passed away, because he lived with his mum, the cat came too, and for the time that he was here, he never left my side. I'd go to the toilet, he'd come there, I'd go upstairs, he'd come there. I'd wake up in the middle of the night, he'd be in the bed covers with me, and we formed a really, really, really strong bond. And I lost him last year. He's there now. He's there on his little plaque in his box. No, Keith, I've not. I'd destroy it. Our cats are my best friend. I've got 2 cats now, Lee. Eileen, who's named after my nana. She's a very shy cat. You could put her in the garden, she'd stay in the... You'd put her in the garden at 8 a.m. She'll play in the garden till 9 p.m. at night. And won't ever leave the garden. And meows to come back in. And then we've got Little Rascal, who we recently got. It was called Milton, but it turned out to be a she. So she's now called Millie. And she's a little bar steward. She's destroying everything, pissing and shitting everywhere. But she's just been a cat. We think she's got Bengal in her because she's very, very athletic. Very, And if you saw her, you'd probably say the same. Her pattern's very Bengali. She's got real long neck, real big eyes. But when I spotted her in the litter, I was like, I want that one. $400 lots. Wow. No, no, Craig. I've never been. Keith, I've never been to one. Got Craig on the brain. Where's Craig? Oi, oi, oi. Oi, oi, oi. You should film some of it, Bill. That'd be good to watch. Oh, nice. I need to get me into that cave, to be honest. It's been that long since I left the house. When I went to visit I went to visit her brother yesterday for the first time, Keith. And I stood outside the hospital and I was like, the fuck's going? The full front of the hospital's totally brand new. Pre-COVID, when COVID kicked in, I didn't know they extended the hospital and built a load of new hospital onto it, and it was like, had a McDonald's in it, a Costa, a Greg's. I was like, fucking hell. And this is an hospital. Oh, it's changed. Things have changed. It's a hobby, but I do sell stuff privately to whatever I make, whatever I've made. I mean, I have all these tanks. These are all still set up. They're just they've just got no light on them. This is going to be for a pair of apistogramma for breeding. That had shrimp in it. They had shrimp in them, and that has got shrimp in it. And this is going to be a full. This rack's going to be all apistogramma, and then the fry at the bottom. Then I've got this rack. A tank will be going up there, and then outside my room, Lee, I've got another rack. Fully planted. Rainbow tank. I have a tortoise as well. This message is held for review. Oh, don't start with that bloody stream elements. Oh, I've got a real bad. Lee, I'm English. Swearing is in my DNA, unfortunately. Hello, Kim. Welcome in. Been having a sort out of all my old stuff and had a bit of a clean out, made some space, sorted these drawers out. These drawers down here are going to be for sand's going to be in there, coarse gravel, that one's going to have active soil in it, and the one at the bottom, and they're going to be like for when I want to scoop some soil and stuff. And then I've started stocking up on Tetra Active soil. I'm really enjoying it because the plants That stuff's underneath the sand. The plants are. So if anyone wants to try that stuff out, I highly recommend it for plants. Welcome in, Kim. And on Amazon, it's only something like it was only something for I think it was £5 for 3 litres, which I think is cheap as chips. Or you can get a 15 litre tub for about £18, and it's doing well. So far, I've set up 2 tanks with it, and the plants are doing great. I tried to find my old page that a mate and me had before we had a difference of opinion. Oh dear. What's Keith? That's why I buy it, and I just think at the price it was worth trying. And you know what? I know it's what Thingy sells a lot of Premier Aquatics. I'd seen him getting the big tubs, and when it's that price, you can't not. And then if you want to do a future scape, there's no outlay, you know what I mean? The idea for me will be eventually, Keith, I will have my room set up so I have tanks with spare potted plants in it, you know, if I want to do a future scape, so I'll change a tank up or something. Good morning, Mark. Welcome in, sir. This wasn't going to be a long live anyways, guys, so I shall be going soon. I just feel happier when I've had an interaction with fellow fish lovers. It is, but I don't like the thought of potting soil. Just that when I think potting soil to me is soil what goes in a pot, what goes in the water, not. It's just me, Keith. Plus it reminds me so much of MD. And he's a twerp. Appreciate that, Keith. Thanking you, sir. I'll have some more fish for you to see on Wednesday's live. No, I don't do schedules. I can't keep schedules. That's just the autistic me. I'm autistically in it. When I know I've got to do something, if I just do it freely, as and when now. I just like the conversation, Lee. See, it's my socialising hour. Yeah, that's what I was classed as when I was diagnosed, but it's not called that now. It's called ASD. But yeah, I'm Asperger's. I also have ADHD. Wasn't until I was 34 years old. I'm 45 in 2 weeks. Wasn't until I was 34 I got my diagnosis. Yeah, I can't do it, Keith. It's like it's like if you give me a menu for food, I can never choose. So my wife knows to choose a meal for me, and I'll eat it because I can't make choices. Choices are very hard for me to make. As daft as it sounds, I can't pick A, B, or C. There's other things going on with me, but I don't delve into that too much. I've just been harvested some of the liquid gold. Look at them all happy and full. Keith, have you seen the ones with black lips and the black things on this? Look, can you see? I'm not seeing things. I'm making everybody else see the black on some of the fins. One's got black markings on the side of its belly as well. Adults don't have it. I've just seen the albino. Where's it gone? Hello, Kaz. Long time no see. Oh, you've been on a 10 stretch, haven't you, Kaz? 10 stretch at work. If I remember, weren't you ready to do a 10 night shift? Yeah, exactly, Lee. Exactly. Right. Well, Imagine this, Lee. In Hull, if you order something off Just Eat, Hull has more takeaway places than any city in the UK. We have 464 takeouts alone. And when you go on Just Eat to try and pick something you want to eat, fucking hell, I have a meltdown. I'm not surprised, Kaz. Oof. Longest must I've done, Jeff, is 28 days without a day off. And then I used all my holidays in one and had about 4 weeks off to, because I was by day 20, I was hanging out my ass. Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Keith. I just love me rainbows. I think I'm gonna go down a bit of a rainbow fish hole, to be honest. And then next, I want the Empire Gobies, the Empire Gudgeon. You know it, the House Martins. He only lives about 2 miles, Paul Eaton. He's an old dude now, mate. Still goes in the local pub called Grafton as well. A lot of the albums was actually from the House Martins was actually wrote in Grafton pub. $32 though, Jeff. That's like over a month. What a day off. Bet day 33 you'll slip for America. I mean, of course they will do. They all do, don't they? Cheapskates. Yeah, the Grafton I know the Grafton in Liverpool, Keith. If you've got a Grafton in your city, you're a genuine folk. Oof. I went to hospital for the first time, cause I ain't been to our hospital for years, and I didn't know all the things since COVID. What had happened? The hospital was miles bigger. Went to visit her brother, see how he's doing. Both had a good cry because it was a surprise. She didn't tell him I was coming. The minute he saw me, he broke down, and then he set me off. I was like, oh God, don't. Looking at possibly another 4 months before he's even considered to come home. Jeff, I'll put you up, Jeff. Don't worry. You can lodge in my spare room. You can turn half the room into your fish room, and then you can see what it feels like to have a small space. Yeah, bring your basement, Jeff, please. We'll turn it into a business. Nah, it's too. Nah, Jeff, it just that Civil War movie was very true and quite, but it won't happen. The government, if they want to, if shit hit the fan, the government have the power to put every person in lockdown. Those men above are too powerful now. Yeah, probably Keith. I reckon so, Keith. It would be, yeah. A £1 million, Jeff. And how quick they could get hospitals built. You won't get 2 million armed citizens though, Jeff. This is the thing. It won't all happen at once, so... And if they want all, they'll just drop a bomb on you, and it's as simple as that. COVID was let out in China, but it got out of hand because, did you know in China, for every 21-year-old, there's 8 people over 30. So for every one, there's 8 people over 85 years old in China. And they wanted to cull their aging population because their pension payment system was rinsing the Chinese government's funds, and it got out of hand. Yeah, I remember you saying before, Lee, they came down and that. Mac's a gentleman, Lee. Oh, they have so many tricks up their sleeves, Keith. I don't even know why this war's going on, you know. I was watching something, it was really interesting. The front line in Bakhmut in Ukraine at the moment, and the way the Ukrainians are starting to push them back with these homemade drones. Like a drone, a guy flying it with the mask on sat in a bunker type situation in a trench, and he's flying this thing to drop an hand grenade, and rather than it killing one, it kills them all. This is just the world we live in, you know. If they really wanted to, they could send something over your property wherever you are and just flatten you. Exactly like what Israel are doing. need to polish this water, it's looking a bit unpolished. Right, I know what I'll do. Let's do this. Right, where's my tongs? Right, there, here. Just put you guys there. I mean, look at that, what the skimmer catch is. It's just full of grog. I'm just going to put a polishing pad in, get my water polished off. Here we are, now I'm polishing the water clean. Ugh. Good night, Lynn. Thank you for joining us. Oh no, I'm like Craig, Lee, if you... No, this one ain't. You can see it's like mistiness in it. The rest are. I put a filter in full of filter floss. Tell you what I am gonna do. Get these eggs bouncing actually. Trap this underneath there. Oh no, shit, that's coming over. No, I don't want that. Give some air to a tank. Style, exactly, Keith. Things what we don't know have happened in the background, way ahead of schedule. It's because I've recently fed Lee, so it's polishing now. Turn that skimmer into a polish. I've just stuffed it full of filter floss, and then at this side of the tank I've got a UV clarifier as well, but it's switched off at the moment while I fill up my arrow water, which I need to test. That's way off. Needs another 30 below. So this is my soft water bin, Lee, and then here for my shell dwellers I have the hard water bin. That's hard water. When that float valve's up, the arrows, it's actually filling up now with arrow. Then I have a wastewater system. When I switch that on, it goes up and out. I'm upstairs, and then it goes down into the drain. Yes, average speeds, that Keith, in it. 450 CDS, GH of 15, KH of 8. It's like liquid concrete. So I have a full automated water clarifying RO system in my room. It's running now at the moment. This has a auto flush, a back flush, an auto shut off system. I went a bit overboard, Lee, but I wanted it to be right. Yeah, it's the same for you. Very, 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 very lamb scaly water. Woo! Oof. I know, I couldn't believe it, Jeff. Yours is off the scale. Absolutely. So, what you'll probably be looking at for your RO2 tap water mix would be 1/4 tap water, 3/4 RO, just to get a softer water, like an alkaline. Then for the KH, you either need something to increase the KH, but not too much of, or if you wanted to go super soft, an active soil what actually keeps the KH away, then you can keep, then you could actually keep Caridina, you could breed tetras, you could breed most tetras. Oh, sure, I've got a ghost. I need to paint that anyways. But then you can get liquid KH or salty. You can get seach and replenish, which is a GH and KH. So if you wanted to boost it up when you've got RO, you could, you know. Having RO gives you that chance. That's why I think Kaz has been so successful as well, because she's got such soft water, and the fact she probably uses some RO mixed water as well. Kaz's water's like the perfect tap water, what I would class as the perfect tap water. We go through so many kettles and washers yearly, it's unreal. I don't even bother with insurance because they never cover it because of the lamb scale. Oh, what's in the box? Oh, sorry, Kaz. Stay by Corridorus, eggs. They're due to tend to wigglers any day. My fish have started breeding again. Hello, Raina, welcome in. I've got a lot of new fishes arriving on Tuesday, Kaz. I spent up to the exact pound what I had, I spent it. Ooh, the gold ocellatus are fighting. This gets brutal. I like bulldogs. All that just to impress a female. Fishes don't even cut it, Jeff. Look at the Kipley eye looking at watching them. Look. Ooh, what's them? What they're doing? She's a he, mate. So yeah. But yeah, they're always at it. They need a bigger town. If you want to take these on, Keith, you're more than willing to come and get them. I thought someone was going to take my Lamprolagus on to Pinisambia and my Cumwincy, but he ain't got back to me. Another letdown. Oh, the bite. It actually latched onto my finger, and I pulled my finger out, and fish was, they got teeth at the bottom. If you was in the UK, Jeff, I'd say come get them. They're just, they need someone with a big tank. They need the space. I won't sell you them. I'd give you them. I don't sell to friends. I give. I'm not in the hobby to make money off friends. Well, I'll be fucked. Well, I'll be fucked. Well, I'll be fucked. Well, I'll be fucked. Has anybody else noticed if you spell Jesus backwards, it spells sausage? Sausage. No, I still wouldn't take it, Jeff. I'd be like, I tell you what, go buy your next fish on me. I'm not. Only people I don't know charge. And most of them take the piss. Sausage. See, Keith, sausage. Jesus was a sausage. You'd have no choice. I'd have my Uzi 9mm pointed at your head. I just enjoy fish. I enjoy breeding fish. The sense of achievement I feel when I breed a fish, especially a fish what's meant to be hard, I thrive on it. Jesus. Chicken burger. Yeah, I certainly don't. That's why I'm letting my Pungwinty and my Lampalogus. Even though I've got the one of each sex in one, they still just won't breed. I looked online and there's nothing. So that must mean they're... yeah, it is, Keith. Best part about the hobby, hands down. If you don't challenge yourself in an hobby, it gets boring. It's where you've got to constantly evolve. That's why I'm constantly evolving. People say, well, why do you move on to the next? I'm not like MD. I don't have fish for 3 months. I have fish for a year, 2 years, and then I let them go. But I only ever let them go if they're going. I know they're going to someone I personally know who's got a great setup. I don't just let them go. Let's give these some brine. Love brown shrimp. Use the daddy. Use the daddy, Rainer. Yeah, yeah, goal, a target. You see, that's exactly. I totally understand that there. That's me. Oh man, they're bang at it. They're muscle arts gold. Oh, you owe me 20 quid. No, I don't. You can't fuck off. No, I want my fucking money back. My Brenda's at home and she ain't eating fuck all. Well, I don't care. Now fuck off. Okay, I will leave you be. That was the autistic me. He's called Rainer. just you get into character, don't you, Jeff? And before you know it, you're getting carried away. Or you. You want to fucking fight, mate? I'll fucking fight you, you cunt. I'm bombed out, Kaz. Sorry. Bombed out. Portsmouth accent's not very off, not very far off a southern, slightly Londonish accent anyways, Lee. I've got family in Portsmouth and don't ask me whereabouts in Portsmouth. I know it's not far from a shipyard. I don't know why you don't have a bank account, Raider, because you own a bank. I bet. Can't complain at that. Getting paid in fish. I used to work at a reptile shop and get paid in reptile goods. Been there, done that. Enjoyed it. Right, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to end this stream now. As always, cheers for joining me. And what have I got before I go? I've got 3 Synodontis lucipinins, 3 Synodontis petricola, 6 peacock gobies, 8 Madagascar rainbows. Cheers, guys. I'll catch you all soon or later on somebody else's stream, I'm sure. Eight. Yep. All right, guys. So I'll catch you all soon. Enjoy the rest of your evening, whatever you may be doing. Sleep well if you're going to sleep. Good morning if you're in Australia. Yes, because I have. I liked him. Take care, Lee. See you all soon. Bye.